gonna talk about something that I really don't talk about much on this channel, and that is music. Now, I'm not saying I like don't listen to any music. I actually listen to an unbelievably large amount of music. I think the total number of different songs that I listen to on like the Spotify 20-year rap thing, where it showed you the amount of songs to listen to on your account, was 23,000, and that was since 2017. So I listen to a wide variety of music, and I try to cover my bases listening to every single type of music overall. I'm not gonna be like one of those people that say, "Oh, I listen to all types of music and I enjoy all types of music," because then people are gonna say, "Wow, do you like this shit?" And then they play the worst song you've ever heard in your entire life and say, "Oh, you don't actually like it. That means you don't listen to all types of music." But I really want to talk about the most on-topic album of the week, and something that came out, I guess, Thursday night at 11 p.m. CST for me, and that was Drake's album Iceman. Now, let me tell you, not the biggest fan of Drake. I don't really have hate for him. I thought it was hilarious how much like his beef with Kendrick blew up in his face, and I was just kind of watching that and having a good time. But I thought, because I had a few people who I'm friends with who were glazing Drake and saying that he's about to drop some heat, and I guess he dropped 3 total albums. The album that he's gonna drop, Iceman, is gonna save the city. It's gonna save the world. It's gonna feed the poor, feed the homeless. And let me tell you, I listened to this, and I think it was the longest hour and 8 minutes of my entire life. And I don't think I've ever listened to an album that was like with the intention of being good, where I listened to it and I laughed at it more than I thought. Like, that was pretty good. There were so many just funny things to me. I don't even know why. Maybe it's because Drake just like occupies a funny space in my mind overall. But I've never had that happen before, where I was just like laughing more at the fact that this was an album that I was listening to. I think it was really funny that people were joking around, making making fun of Drake. We're saying he's like, "I'm the Iceman, no more Mr. Nice Man," as like that would be a bar that he dropped, or a bar that he said. And then deadass, there's a lyric that goes on the album saying, "Ironic because the Iceman was a nice man, now I'm hot and cold." Like that, I literally heard that and I started laughing, because it was just like, there's no way he actually just walked right into this. It was so unbelievable, and it was just really funny to me. These were like some of the bars that he was saying. It was really funny that I was hearing this type of stuff. And another thing that was like took me entirely out of just my mind when I was listening to it, is that he like name dropped Aiden Ross, and I'm pretty sure Kai Cenat. And like, we kind of can't be doing that. It was just like, what the fuck are we talking about? Why are we name dropping Aiden Ross? I don't understand what we're doing here, what the philosophy is. Like, I don't think you need to go like, "Yes, I am the before Aiden Ross. I'm the real streamer." I don't really even know what the fuck happened there, but like, I was just like, what the hell are we doing? And the vast majority of my listening to it was just me being taken aback by the words that I was hearing and the beats that I was hearing. I don't know. It was just funny. I think multiple times throughout the entire song, or the entire album, I was just like, wow, there's still like 8 songs left. There's still 12 songs left. There's still like 4 songs left. And I don't think I've really had that much like disdain for the amount of time left in the album in a long time. I can't even remember the last time where I like genuinely had to struggle through an album. I thought about quitting after like song 15, thinking like, "Oh, that's enough. That's all I needed to do." But I trudged through it, and like, there was genuinely nothing in this album that I actually thought was good. And I know we're gonna say, "Oh, you probably just like don't like rap," and that's just not true. I legitimately just like think this album was entirely unenjoyable and just completely boring. And I was just laughing through the entire time. And maybe my laughs made me miss like an unbelievable beat, but like, I just cannot believe what I was hearing throughout the entirety of this. And I think I'm even being nice right now with the thoughts that I've had about it. Because if I go back to like the messages that I was sending when I was listening to it, you get the full thing of it. My friend was joking that it was uniting the people, it was uniting the squad. Everyone was happy, everyone was going together. And I think a response to that was that the only thing that this album is uniting is my brain and a bullet. So like, that's kind of how much I really thought about this. I did give it an attempt. I like hating, but I like to try to be an ethical hater sometimes too. I thought maybe if this is like a legitimately good album in any capacity, in any way that I like the songs on, I'd be like, all right, you know what, Drake, you've done it. You've done it. You've made me have my views on this changed in its entirety. You've made me a changed man, but holy shit, did I not feel like I enjoyed it. I literally think my favorite part of the entire album was the Future feature that was like on like the 3rd or 4th song of the album. So if my favorite part of the entire album is legitimately not even the dude who wrote the album, then I feel like there's a pretty big issue there. And I know obviously a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you can't hate on Drake. You're a hater, Brandon. You're just like brainwashed by Kendrick. And like, I guess sure you can say that, but like, I don't really care. You're allowed to like it if you want, but I just want to talk about it. That this is a once in a lifetime experience for me where I've literally laughed at an album like this much. And you know what? It's my channel. It's my YouTube channel. I'm allowed to speak on what I want. So I'm not gonna give you like an Anthony Fantano track by track a rundown and like grade of it, but I just I just want to let you know what I thought about this piece. You know, what would Anthony Fantano say? This EP or whatever is LP. I know he talks in like a really stupid way and a really arrogant way about it, or like high hoity way. I've seen a lot of people glazing it online. I've seen a lot of people defending it online, and I've seen a lot of people hating on it online. And I genuinely think this is like the least surprising thing of all time. People are going to try to get their licks in, their memes in, their jokes in, and have it so that they get the most likes on Twitter. That's kind of going to be the end all be all of this entire debacle. It's not whether the music is good, but who gets the most likes. And one would say that I am feeding into this cycle of needing to have social media reinforce or de-enforce the fact that this album's good or not. I would say you're probably right, but like, who really cares about what I have to say? I just once again wanted to do like a rare music review where I didn't even do a review of it. I just said I didn't like it and hate on it the entire time, I guess. So like, you know, you can hate on me for that. That's what I gotta say for today. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.